Hello everybody, my name is Lewis and today's video is going to be a budget roundup of 4 budget microphones that I've found. These are all going to be around the $50 price range, and before I start, there's a couple things I want to note. First of all the links and the individual review videos will be down in the description. There's only one microphone that doesn't have an individual review video, and that is because it is so bad that you shouldn't buy it. And second, I will be using the microphones as I am talking about them. So as I'm describing, say, the Blue Snowball, which will be coming in at last, I will be using the microphone. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So coming up at 4th is the Blue Snowball Ice. I hate this microphone with a flaming passion. This thing sucks. Now, it's not a bad sounding microphone. You can hear it right now. It sounds pretty good. But there are absolutely no features on this thing. No dials, there's no buttons, there's no nothing. There's just an LED light to let you know that the thing's plugged in. And I'd be saying, okay, well, it sounds good. Maybe I should buy it. No. First of all, the thing's gigantic. It has a huge tripod stand, which just takes up so much space on your desk for no reason, and I hate it. Please, whatever you do not buy this microphone. I hate it. Now, you can take it off of the stand and just kind of have a little ball on your desk, but I mean, it's just don't buy it. Just don't buy it, please. It uses a decade-old, not really, still getting updates, but it uses a USB Type-B. Who uses USB Type-B? No one uses USB Type-B. If you lose this cable, it's curtains. You're going to have to buy a new one. And the fact that you can't, there's not a common cable. They can use micro USB, USB Type-C, any cable that is like regularly updated. No, USB Type-B. I just hate this microphone. Please don't buy it. I would continue on for a good, I don't even know how long about this microphone. Just don't buy it. Just don't. This microphone is stupid and bad. And coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the Razer Siren Mini. Now, I'm not going to bash this microphone too hard. It has a lot of the same shortcomings as the Blue Snowball Ice. But there is one thing that makes me not hate this microphone, and that's the size. It is the smallest microphone on this list. Now, only by a tiny bit, but it is still the smallest microphone on this list. And for that, I give it a little bit of a commendment. It actually has something to show for it. Now, I understand why they couldn't go with the features, as it is the smallest microphone on this list, but a tap to mute on the front would have been nice. There are a couple of pet peeves I have with this microphone. First of all, micro USB. Why? It's not a bad connector, and you can actually find them, surprisingly, in your house, because a lot of devices, old ones, use them. But it's still just an old connector, and I wish they could have updated it with maybe USB Type-C or just something that isn't ancient. You can also mount this on a boom arm as well. I wouldn't see why you want to since the microphone is so small, but it uses a standard 5/8" thread, and you can do the same with the Blue Snowball. I forgot exactly what thread it uses. I'll put it somewhere up on screen now, but it's just not a good microphone to buy. But you can mount this one to a boom arm. The stand is adjustable and it has pretty decent shock dampening as well. So this is a pretty good microphone. As I mentioned before, I will be using the microphones as I'm talking about them. So this is the sound for the Razer Siren Mini as well. There's no adjustments, no features, no buttons, no dials, no anything. But it's still a pretty good microphone in spite of that. I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you have it, it's not too bad of a microphone and it's pretty good. Moving on to the next one. And coming in at the number 2 spot is the Fifine Ampligame. Now, there's actually 2 reasons, but the main reason why I don't like this microphone is because of the tripod stand. It's just too big, it's just too bulky, and most people won't have the desk space to just put this on it. It impedes on your mouse pad, impedes on your mouse space, whatever you're using, it just gets in the way. But you can get a boom arm as it uses a 5/8" thread and it will negate all of these issues. And there's one other reason why I don't like this microphone, and that's the build quality. It's not built very well. Not really. Now, it is the cheapest microphone on this list, so I can understand why it is. But it's just... Let me tell you a story. So, as of 30 minutes ago when I was setting up for this video, the place where you tension the microphone for it to unlock and go up and down came apart on me. Now, I think it was a manufacturing defect because I scanned through the reviews and I saw absolutely nothing about it. But it's what happened to me, and as a reviewer I have to tell you guys, because that'd just be kind of annoying if I didn't tell you that the microphone came apart on me. It's my experience, and I think it was a manufacturing defect, which is why I'm still recommending this microphone as number 2. So I don't think you guys should worry about it, but it is my experience, and it could happen to you. The reason it happened was because I untensioned it too much. I don't know why. I was on autopilot. I kept untensioning, and then it just came apart. It was a really easy fix. It took me about like 2 minutes to figure it out, and I was like, oh, and then I put it back together in 20 seconds. But it is what happened to me, so I have to tell you guys. But everything else about this microphone, absolutely perfect. Okay, first of all, USB Type-C, amazing. Tap to mute, amazing. Volume knob, amazing. Windscreen, amazing. RGB. And if you don't like RGB, you don't like this microphone, because you can't turn it off either. Kind of a weird thing, but whatever. And a shock mount. This thing is like the perfect microphone, and it's the cheapest one on the list. Whew. But the build quality and the tripod stand do mess with it a little bit. And if you want to be able to get rid of that tripod stand issue, you're gonna have to pay extra for a boom arm, but they do have it in a bundle with this microphone, which is around, I think, $10 to $15 more expensive than the original one. So I'd recommend getting the boom arm version, as it is much better. And yeah, this microphone is pretty good, and the only thing that happened to me, I believe, was a manufacturing defect. If it happened to you, leave it down in the comments below, and leave any recommendations you have. Also, comment what do you think the number 1 spot is. I want to see what you guys think the number 1 best USB microphone for around $50 is. And without further ado, at number 1, we have the HyperX SoloCast. I think this is the best microphone for 3 reasons. First of all, the size. It's only a little bit taller than the Siren Mini, and because of that, it can fit anywhere, whether that be on your laptop wrist rest or just somewhere on your mouse pad, and it won't impede too much on your desk space. It also has a tap to mute feature at the top, and the stand is crazy adjustable, being able to go all the way to the left, all the way to the right, up, and down as well. So it's going to be able to adjust whatever position you feel comfortable with. And those are really the only 3 reasons I recommend this microphone. There are some caveats to it. It's not very shock resistant. So if you hit your desk, tapping on the desk is very loud. And I also had a rage test over in my individual review of this microphone. Go check that out somewhere in the top right corner. Is it mirrored, or would it be here, or would it be here? One of these corners here, you'll see a link to the video. And I just wish that the Fifine was smaller, it had a smaller stand. But you can negate that with that boom arm. So if you're willing to fork out a little extra money for that boom arm, they even have a bundle where it comes with, I believe I mentioned that. But if you're able to fork out that extra money, definitely get the Fifine. But if you're not, this I think is going to be your best second option. It has the most features for the price, and you can also mount it on a boom arm as well. But I wouldn't really recommend it because the stand is small enough that you are able to keep it on your desk without any worries. So that is my video of all of the budget microphones that I recommend. If this video helped you, leave a like and subscribe as well, because you can always unsubscribe later. It's a no commitment thing. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later. This has been Lewis, and I'm out. Peace. What do I do now? Do I just like vanish? Ah!